Is MyPillow, is that completely out of business now, or MyPillow, Mike Lindell?
Well, I don't see any coupon codes on the screen
Which
right
is
now, so
shocking.
that's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. But this is on Lindell TV. And
Great graphic design for Lindell
he
TV.
is making a big announcement.
State of Minnesota, because right now we have a voice that could be big enough where when I do my due diligence and we're going to do polling, we're going to get a couple different polls to be taken. We're going to be you do all kinds of due diligence. I'm just checking into all this now, but they're saying, well, why would you consider it now and you didn't consider
Pause
it then?
it for 1 second. We should say he starts this off by saying that he is considering a run for governor
against
in
Tim
Minnesota.
Walz.
But I love this, how, like, first of all, I love how the lunatics who are on the camera with him are all nodding like, yeah, of course.
Duh.
I'm sure the polling's going to be massive. I'm sure the polling's going to be through the roof for this guy.
I mean, you see that John Ossoff keeps trying to push Marjorie Taylor Greene to run for Senate. I don't know if you've been seeing this, but he's been kind of like doing little digs at her to goad her into doing it because he's more afraid of Brian Kemp, who has more popularity in Georgia. But Tim Walz should be doing this with Mike Lindell. Like, I'm the most afraid of Mike Lindell, right?
Check the subtle side eye from Vanessa Broussard here.
Diligence. I'm just checking into all this now, but they're saying, well, why would you consider it now and you didn't consider it then? Because we got our voice back, and all the lies that Waltz is putting out we will see through them. It won't just be me saying it or we're saying it on Lindell TV. The whole world will be screaming it. That these lies will be uncovered. And what are they going to do? Well, Mike Lindell, he was a crack addict. Yeah. What else you got?
Hold on, pause it for a second. Pause it. Emma, I got to ask you. This is a little off topic. Was this what it was like when Cenk said he was running? Like, did you have to go on camera and be like,
No, this is a great idea. Well, the congressional run, I was not opposed to that. The presidential run might be close to Mike Lindell's level of delusion here.
What are you going to do? Well, Mike Lindell, he was a crack addict. Yeah. What else you got?
Yeah.
So there you have it.
pause it. Hold on. What else could you get? What else is there? Okay.
The rest of your public output?
Every single other
Think
moment
about you, yeah.
you've been on TV.
Every
since you
impression
were
I've
Chris.
ever had of you.
Like,
Honestly, the crack addict thing is the least controversial part about Mike Lindell.
Slightly humanized.
yeah, exactly. Everything else. There's everything else. The entire insistence of stuff that got your compatriots disbarred, that got you sued, the Dominion suit. Everything else. The fact that you got banned from every other right-wing network, so you had to start your own.
The fact that Trump didn't give you a cabinet selection or a nomination,
No, cross your fingers.
Everybody else is he's too crazy for the Trump cabinet.
What else you got?
Got my voice back.
All right, well, okay, besides all that.
He was a crack addict. Yeah. What else you got? So there you have it. Rick, I kind of surprised you with that. I am considering it, and I'm going to do due diligence over these as we roll out this. I'm going to make some bigger announcements tomorrow.
Bigger announcements. What is the bigger announcement that he's?
I'm going to save the bigger
contemplating?
announcement for April Fool's Day.
Oh, also, what about that thing with the computer? He got sued. He basically said what was it that he had? He made a challenge to his audience.
Oh yes,
about
it was like a financial reward.
Crunching the numbers on fraud.
Yeah.
And somebody in his audience was like, "Oh, I'm a statistician or a computer person. I'll do that." And he offered $1 million and $5 million.
Judge says Mike Lindell must pay $5 million to man who won his Prove Mike Wrong challenge.
And then Lindell wouldn't pay, but he ultimately had to.
All you've got him is I'm a crack addict.
I'm going to make some bigger announcements tomorrow, and hopefully that we'll find out that the polling will do, and all this stuff will show. I think it's going to show. I live here in Minnesota. Everywhere I go, nobody wants Tim Walz. They don't.
Polling's going to show you live in Minnesota.
Oh my gosh.
Please run.
Did he learn the word due diligence in all those lawsuits? Then now he just can't stop using
Exactly. Exactly. I also like letting the cat out of the bag. I'm going to do polling. Like, it's literally like, I'm going to see if I'm already elected to be governor.
Going to see if they know about
And if I am, I'm going to serve as governor.
Yeah, it's like you can see he doesn't know what the next word is going to be as he speaks the first word.
All they got, except for all that other stuff.
I would say maybe next time you do an announcement like that, write it out so you don't have to keep saying like the due diligence.
Due diligence. I'm just going to check and see if I have any chance. Probably I do. But if there's a chance that if I'm polling anything lower than 0, I won't run.
He's like just polling his for super chats or something.
And honestly, if I poll at 1%, I feel like I can build on that. MyPillow must not exist anymore because he went through that whole segment without a coupon code. It does exist?
Look at the website.
Let's go to the website, mypillow.com.
Maybe he doesn't own it. Maybe it's owned by Dominion now.
That would be funny.
Still on the pillow.
Oh gosh, he's all over the branding. Pop-up, save up to 80% off. Oy, ay, 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 ay.
Sam,
Having
Mike
fire
Lindell sounds kind of like Alex Jones. Well, it's because he does. My Alex Jones is just slightly more guttural.
MyPillow, owned by election denier Mike Lindell, formerly evicted from Minnesota warehouse.
I'm selling him out of my car.
Trying to get his trunk closed.
Coupon code, close my trunk. I've got to move 4 pillows right now. 85% off. So I
can see through my rear view window.
Yes.
Thank God I got a Bronco. Oh my God. I didn't do my due diligence on my trunk. I thought I could fit 45 pillows in there. Only turns out I can fit 38.
Gonna pull off to this rest stop, try to sell some quick.
This is one of the scams. I'm also like, they say the trunk was 32 cubic feet and it's not. Oh gosh. God, Mike Lindell, please run.
I know.
Please, please. I beg you. Actually, you know what? I honestly feel like enough people emailed Mike Lindell to run.
Yes, actually.
Honestly,
I was going to do polling, but then I just got so many emails. I said, what are the chances?
After you're done calling your senator to tell them to stop fascism or whatever,
Please.
go call Mike Lindell.
Literally, people should email. I have a message from God. He's selling crosses on his website too that said that you are the one to save our great state of Minnesota. Mike, God has told me that you can be our vessel going forward. People need to do that. We need it.
I did that to Gary Busey. It was one of the most successful things I've ever done.
And you know what? That in terms of like analogous characters, they could totally work.
Totally, very
They're
similar.
very similar people.
Very similar in disposition.
And I say that with all respect.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.